Ladies and gents, boys and girls, welcome to the stream. My name's Vinny C, better known as Gramps. Boys and girls, welcome to the stream. How we doing? You know what's coming. Are you ready? Are you sure you're ready? Then hell. Let's go. How we doing? Welcome, welcome. It's that time. 1st of April. It is the 1st of the month. How we doing? DC Paladin, how you doing, my man? Welcome in, welcome in. Shay, you got me tapped? You got me hosted? Oh, you mean tapped? Oh. Grab them too. Got a sandwich. Yeah. What are you having on your sandwich? Is it good? Why am I going out of focus? What's going on? What's happening? Tex-Mex barbecue. Oh, let's go. You got to look right, haven't you? B. How you doing? I know I'm smoking. I said I wouldn't do that again. I do apologise. We'll not do that on her. We'll not do that on her. We got beeps. Why have we got beeps? Why have we got beeps? You know, every time that we do this, we have a technical issue as soon as we start. Every time. Hang on a minute. My tie's not quite right. Huh? That's a Windsor knot, ladies and gents, because I'm British and I know how to do it. It's not a clip-on. It's real.
That comes naturally to you guys, right?
Yeah, you're damn right. You're damn right. You know, you've got to have the Windsor knot. Yeah. Blue blood runs through my veins, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently. How you doing, Shatner? How you doing, Shatner?
I'm doing okay, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm you know, it's been a long, hard week. Our business has started picking up again, and yeah, we're getting silly busy at the moment. Silly busy.
Yeah, it's a lot over here on this side. It's starting to all feel like it was prior to the whole world falling apart.
Yeah,
bars are completely packed. People walking around with no mask. It's very off-putting.
Well, here in the UK, off-putting in what sense?
Why? I guess okay. we got so used to wearing a mask everywhere, and
I see what you're saying. I
Yeah,
see what
you
you're
know
saying.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I mean, it eventually you've got to. It's got to be treated like a flu virus, hasn't it? It has got to get to that stage where once you've had your vaccinations and everything, like everybody does for the flu, then you get to a point where this is going to have to be treated the same way.
Yeah, it sort of feels like it's heading that way, right? With all the variants that have come and gone, or ones that are now in place. It sounds, they spread, but they don't seem to have the same impact as those early
as the early ones. But if you look at history, right, in the 1930s, the whole world was hit with a flu pandemic, which killed thousands and thousands of people. And all of a sudden they came up with a flu injection, and now we don't even think about flu anymore. Somebody gets a bad cold, we call it man flu, because men kind of cry about it and go to bed, and the women carry on because of the strength they've got.
We get hit harder, I believe.
Is that what it is? That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, the man cold and the man flu, it's so much more severe. It would kill any normal person.
I think you could be right. I think the women would disagree. In fact, I'm fucking certain that the woman would disagree that our flu is nowhere near as bad as theirs is, you know. But mate, this, yeah, no, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't that way. But what here in Cornwall, here in the UK, April 1st is the start of the holiday season, if you will. So schools are off in 2 weeks' time for Easter. And Cornwall is one of the busiest holiday destinations in the UK. So we get inundated with visitors and with new restaurants, pop-up restaurants, things like that. And we get busy. We really do get busy. So it's like you're on your feet 10 hours a day, constantly moving, constantly carrying stuff, and it's always bloody cold. No matter what happens, it's cold.
And I find myself looking and trying to book vacations, which is something I wouldn't have done a couple months ago. But even the act of looking at airplane fare, and it's just mind blowing that we're finally here at this point.
Exactly.
Knock on wood,
Yeah.
It's still very bizarre.
Yeah. Yeah. After 2 years of not being able to do anything like that. I mean, when the pandemic first hit, myself and Zena were in the Canary Islands. Our plane was the last plane that they allowed onto the islands, and we had to wait 3 days. Oh, is it still? Why is it done as Red Dead? Because that was just chatting a minute. Well, that was Warzone a minute ago, wasn't it? Oh, thank you very much for that, White Hammer. You know, my usual mod, my director and producer did not pick that up. I don't know why.
I totally didn't pick that up.
Braylon, you're a darling. Thank you so much, darling. I hope you're well. I hope you had a brilliant stream. I saw you were streaming earlier, but we're doing this. I couldn't come and join you. You know I normally do. There you go, White. Thank you very much indeed for that, man. See you looking. I'm always looking fancy, down. Do you not think I always look fancy? You know, I haven't got an Incredibles outfit, I'm afraid. Otherwise, I'd have put that on. But I don't have that one. It suits me well. Yeah, thank you. I'm practicing for my daughter's wedding. I don't usually wear a suit. I do. I wear a shirt and tie at work, and yeah, it's how we roll. You know what I mean? But yeah, when we were in the Canaries, we had to wait 3 days for a plane to bring us home, and we landed, got to the hotel, and the staff in the hotel said, "If you need to do anything or you want to do anything, do it quick." So Zena and I dumped our cases. She rushed me to a restaurant where she bought me a lobster, because I love lobster. Okay, that's one of my things is lobster. I've got to have a lobster. And I just finished eating the lobster when this big burly, very, very good looking, so my wife says, very, very good looking Spanish policeman came in and kicked us out of the restaurant and shut it, put a big padlock on the door, and we were running back to our hotel, running back to our hotel, nipping into bars and getting a quick drink, and the police were shutting the bars as we were going. So they were right behind us, shutting the bars as we were running, getting back to our hotel, and we couldn't leave our hotel room then for 3 days, which was very, very, very strange in a foreign country. Very good, but very strange. Where have you gone, Shatner? Have you gone
I'm
hiding?
here, sir.
Oh, good,
No, I'm just
good.
I'm listening in and wondering, like, there are in normal situations like that. There's no better place to have to, ride out a pandemic if not the
Oh,
Canary Islands. But
it was.
if they're closing down everything around you,
We
like
couldn't.
how
The beach
what can
was
you do?
the beach was 600 yards away from the hotel. It was literally across a road, and the police were excuse me, the police were actually patrolling the beach. And if you went on the beach, they fined you €500
Yeah, yeah.
just for going on the beach. And if they caught you twice, they just put you in a prison cell waiting. So you'd have been in a prison cell waiting for your flight. We've actually got a letter downstairs that we found on our door of the hotel room, of the apartment room, and it's actually signed by the Prince of Spain. So we've kept that. It's the only thing. I've got a letter from the Prince of Spain. Isn't that nice? The Prince of Spain, my ass. He's 10, isn't he? Oh, it was funny. It was funny, but yeah, it was
How
frightening.
what was the flight back like? And if thinking about, like, wait a minute, like the whole world is crumbling
Yeah,
around
it
you.
was frightening
Like,
because you couldn't leave the hotel room. All you were watching was Spanish TV, and I don't speak Spanish. Zena doesn't speak Spanish, and you were seeing all these places closed and everybody walking around with masks and things like that. We got back onto the plane, coming home, and when we landed in the UK, there wasn't a security guard or what do they call them? A border patrol. There were nothing like that. We just walked straight out of an empty airport, which I have never ever seen. In the many years that we've been flying, I have never ever seen an airport empty, and the only people that were in there was us on that plane. It was unbelievable,
wow.
unbelievable. What an eerie place an airport is when there's no bugger in it.
I had I had just started a position at the job that I'm currently at. Um, and I mean, without delving too much into what I do, because it's probably best that I don't say. But um, I met my new boss. It's in Manhattan. I met my new boss, and he was like, "Yeah, just hang out here. I just got to go to a meeting, and I'll be right back." It's like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." So he goes to meeting, comes back, and he's ashen, like he lost all the color in his face. And he was like, "Look, we're gonna have to. You're gonna have to leave. We're all gonna have to leave." I'm like, "Well, what do you mean?" Like, "No, we all have to leave, like, right now, and just go home
Wow.
before the city closes down around us." And I left and got home, and I'm confused as to what's next. And then the the entire city closes, and the very next day, I'm asked to come in, because we have to, step in as far as emergency services, start planning out what we're going to do to support I'm going to round it up, 1.3 million people that are need support in this business that I'm in.
Wow.
One, and there's only a handful of us in this organization that could bring up these 1.2 million people up to speed and what they need to do. So I'm standing in the middle of the city, uh, helping manage and bring in technology to be able to disseminate to these millions of people.
Jeez. Very good.
I can laugh about it now, but
Mate, it's.
it was traumatizing. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God,
It's.
New York City, I've never seen. Maybe 9/11, because I was in a city during 9/11 when it all of a sudden emptied out. But
It's surreal, isn't it? It really is surreal.
it's like, I don't know if you watched that movie I Am Legend.
Yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah.
standing in the middle of Broadway, looking up, going, "There's nobody here."
Wow.
But that's what it felt like. And for like a week of having to travel into the city, getting from where I live, which is normally with rush hour traffic, it's about at best 45 minutes, at worst 2 hours. I was getting into the city under 35 minutes.
Wow.
Nobody on the road. It was just crazy.
It's crazy. That is absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
We're just going to do this. We're just going to do this just for the fun of it. It just looks. I'm admiring me. Does he look? He's looking at me.
I love it. He's looking at you lovingly.
And it's just wow.
He's admiring how handsome you are.
Oh, dude. He needs to go to an optician. Webcam coming in the future. What do you mean, Dustin? What do you mean? I'm sorry, I'm misunderstanding your question, sir. Are you ready for this noise? We do have guest cams, sir.
Guest cams.
Like that, Tangy? Yes, sir. That will all be. That's all run, and it runs when we're doing the interviews.
Yes, sir, Tangy.
Yes, sir,
I'm
mate.
off cam. Yeah, I'm off cam right now, but the guest will be here, and I'm not sure if he'll be running a cam, but he will be here.
Oh, we're all set up, Dustin. Honestly, man, you should look at the old. There's a link there above you for YouTube, yeah, and our past ones are DC Zo and DC Star. So you click that link and you'll see the past interviews on there, so you can see how we have set it up. But it is set up that everybody gets a cam. If they've got a cam running, then you can. Yeah, man, no worries. That pops up all the time. And if you want to ask a question throughout the night, there is a link for the Discord, and you can come in and ask it live. So, which we do encourage people to do. Don't just sit there and type your question. Come in, join us on the Discord, join in the discussion. We have no problems with that. That's what this is all about. Without you, this show doesn't work. So we do need you to ask the questions, and we will do our best to answer them. It's like I've said before, no questions is out of bounds. All right. The only thing that we do ask is that there's no bullying or disrespect. If there is any bullying or disrespect, I have full trust in my mods that you will be banned from my channel. You will be banned from the stream, not just from the talk show, but from the streams that I do anyway. We will not tolerate bullying or disrespect. So that's the only thing we ask. We enjoy the banter. We expect the banter. We just don't want no bullying or anything like that. All right. That's all we ask. Simple's really, you know. We don't want anybody upset. All right.
Wayama, those two shows that are on there, Zoe's, it's very good. Like I really enjoyed Zoe's show, but man, did I really loved Star's episode. I thought it was so damn good.
It seemed to me, and look, right now there is a thing with this, okay? Even though I carry the DC name, all right, and I'm proud to carry the DC name, the DC tags, okay? When I do these interviews, then DC, no matter who you were in DC, where you were in DC, it doesn't matter to me, okay? You will get the same questions as the normal man in the street. I'm not going to treat you any different, okay? Mainly because, right, this is myself and Popz with Shatner's backing that wanted to do this as a different form of a stream, basically. We wanted to have a fun night, and myself and Popz was going to do this as a one-off. And then all of a sudden, my friend Mr. Shatner there said, well, why don't we make it a regular thing? And he came up with this concept. And this concept, for me, you didn't mean to join the queue. You miserable
Why
shit.
not? I
Why
was
not?
so excited.
Oh yeah,
I was so excited. I was like, wait a minute. I see a caller.
I nearly dropped my treat. Mate.
But we had a caller.
A caller. A caller on line one.
First.
A caller on line one. Come on. I mean, don't be shy. The thing is, this is, like I say, it is your show. Myself and Shatner will ask the questions when nobody else are doing. Don't join the queue with you. No, mate, no, that's fine. You go and jet in your shower. Enjoy yourself. You know, don't rub too hard. You know what I'm saying.
Wow, we almost had a shower call.
Shower call, oh my God.
Very sexy.
We're bad enough me getting my shirt off till the night. Get your shower, get a coffee, sit back, chill. Be a fridge. All good. It's all good. So yeah, like I said, just because I've got the DC tags, when we do this chat show, it's irrelevant for this show. Okay, the DC tag is not there. It's nowhere. If you look on here, it only says the DC Gramps, featuring DC Gramps, and it should say Popz Smurf there. That's disappeared, so I'll have to put that back. But because he's a guest, we've taken that out. Okay, but when I'm doing this, mate, you know, I know what guys do in the shower. You find little bits and pieces that you've not seen for a long while. You know, I mean, I know some guys have got to stand on their hands for wash them little bits and pieces because the fucking belly make sure it's waterproof. You know, I'm lucky in that respect that I know where it is, and you know, I've had a 30-inch waist since I were at school. I've still got a 30-inch waist. It's not a matter if I want, my friend. Seriously, why? It's not a matter if I want. It's if you want. Don't this is not an enforced. You've got to come in and talk. You can ask a question there. You can ask a question in the chat. You know, we've set it up so that people can join us on the Discord, or they can ask in the chat. And everything's live. Everything's live stream. We don't edit anything. We don't ask what question you're going to ask. You're here. You do what you do. It's as simple as that. It's entirely up to you, young man. You don't want to be losing it, my friend. You got a lot of questions. Well, I've got 10 minutes, and then I'm hoping that our good friend Popz can join us then. I know we've got Shatner here at the moment. He's always entertaining, is Shatner, and we've missed him this last month. He's not been streaming. You know, real life takes over sometimes.
It sure does.
And it's got to. It's got to. If we don't allow real life to take over, then you're actually missing things. Tell us how.
Yeah, and I don't mind sharing. You know, it just, when things happen in real life, is just, you know, the idea of, like, for me anyway, streaming just doesn't feel appealing. You know what I mean? Like, it's like the senses dull a little bit when you're caught up in real life shit, you know? And the idea of jumping on, you know, playing a video game, just taking time out for myself just didn't feel right. And I would watch, you know, pop in here and there and like Star Stream or whenever you were on, and I couldn't even muster the ability to just type into the chat. It was like that was that kind of month last month, you know?
Yep. Yeah.
But things are starting to feel a little better, you know.
Good. You know where we are.
Well, yeah.
You've got a support network that's not even next door to you, mate. across the pond. You know that.
Yeah.
How did we meet?
I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky.
Is that what you're asking, Dustin? How we met? Well, therein lies a tale.
There's a story there.
Oh God. Yeah.
I can tell you, Dustin. I actually stumbled across Gramps when I was doing research on streaming and streamers, because I wanted to delve into it. I wanted to see what it was all about. So I started popping in and out of like Facebook gaming. I didn't really do a lot of Twitch stuff, but I was looking into Facebook gaming, and then I stumbled across this older man, this debonair older man, all dressed up in a suit with a top hat on, and I was like, "Who the hell is this guy, and what is he doing?" And just like I guess every other person, why they stumble upon Gramps, he seems very real. And unlike every other person that I came across, I didn't feel like chatting with those personalities. But Gramps is different. So I started chatting with him, and then next thing you know, I'm, hanging out. I was kidding about the top hat. I didn't know
Ask and you will receive.
I didn't know you had one there next to you. But we in conversation in the stream, he did the things that Star talks about and Zoe talks about, and the experienced streamers, that he was able to connect with his audience. He connected with me, and I connected with him, and next thing you know, like, I'm hanging out with whenever he's streaming. I'm hanging out with his son almost every night at this point. It's just one of those things. But this, Gramps, just made it easy to become his friend.
I'm just watching. If he moves in on my sister or my daughter, I'm going to shoot him. Just letting you know. All right. Yeah.
So I mean,
I'll watch it.
That's the way it goes. I that's how we met.
Exactly how we met. And yeah, we persuaded him. He needed to try and start doing some of this, because the conversations that we had within the streams were awesome. They really were. They were fun, and yeah. And now this is where we are. Nearly 18 months later.
18 months later.
18 months
through
later.
Gramps. Yeah, and through Gramps, I met Popz, and those two gentlemen taught me what it is to stream, and I'm grateful for it, because I mean, I haven't been on in a while, but I really enjoy it, and it's almost therapy, for me anyway. Which I need to get back to, because I think I was in a better place when I was streaming than I'm not. But yeah, it's that's how it all happened, and then here we are.
You've got one. I'm not the interviewee. You I'm the interviewer. Yeah, I'll answer anything. What was the one thing you'd like to achieve? You know why? I've never actually thought about achievement on a stream. I've always wanted to make sure that I hit affiliate, and on Facebook, I wanted to make sure that I hit that affiliate on there. But after that, my achievement was entertaining people. If people are feeling entertained and they're willing to come back and enjoy themselves, then I've achieved it, if that makes sense. My wife says that I'm a flirt. I flirt with the ladies, or with Star, with any ladies that come in, I'll flirt. Right? And my wife says that I'm a natural flirt, and she knows it. I'll flirt with I'll flirt with you as well. I'll flirt with
uncalled for.
I'll flirt with anybody.
I'm a married man, sir.
You never complained before. You know you're live. You're complaining. It's just wrong, mate. Be true to yourself. But I have. I've always entertained in one way or another. I did 30 years historic reenactment, and that was just because I were entertaining people. We didn't earn any money for that. The money that we earned for that went direct to a cancer trust. And I'm not able to do that anymore because I've got medical problems, so I can't run around with 18-pound of guns on my body. Thank you, Star. I do appreciate that, sweetheart. I can't run around and get beat up like I used to. I used to break my ribs every 2 weeks. I used to have a broken rib. I can't do that anymore. I'm too old for it. And I found an outlet that I could entertain people, and I could feel that I was giving something. And I found that we could do charities and still support the things that we believe in. Myself and my wife do a lot of charity work behind the scenes. And we found that it was a different outlet for that as well. So I think, what do I want to achieve? I think I've already done it to a point. If people are coming in and saying, I'm at work, but I've got you tabbed, I can't hear you, but I'm watching you. Man, that means so much to me, that you would actually, out of the millions of people that are streaming around the world at the moment, you in your work time tab this old fucker that isn't doing anything special. Well, I don't think it's special. That's your time. And you're giving that time up for me? Wow. That's an achievement. I think that's an achievement. And I don't think I could achieve anything better, my friend. I really don't. Who would ever do that? I don't know. I mean, I've done it to a few. I've actually done it to a few. I mean, at the moment, I'm running at 24 subscribers. I mean, who the fuck? Why would you do that? Why would somebody subscribe to an old guy talking on here? Now, whether I am providing an entertainment that is different, that you've not seen before, there's some 60-year-old playing games. I've had 2 dubs in Warzone tonight. In BR, not in not Resurgence, but in BR. So is it that? Is it a 60-year-old guy getting dubs? Because what's that? That takes me over 100 dubs. No. Why? I don't think I am, man. I really don't. I seriously, I really don't. Okay, I've lost over the last fucking 30 years. 35 years, I've lost so many friends in the armed forces. Okay, that a lot of our charity work that we do is for PTSD and for veterans. Okay, and they are amazing. Our police forces, our ambulance drivers, our nurses, they are amazing. I'm just lucky that I've got the gift of the gab. I can make people smile. I hope I can make people smile. I've got the banter. I can talk. I can talk the hind leg off a donkey. And I think I'm quite lucky in that respect. I am a very, very private person. I really am. But when things affect me, like I said, I've lost quite a few friends in the last 35 years. That have been in the armed forces that I've grown up with. And that kind of affects me a lot. And they are amazing, my friend. They are amazing. Yeah, well, if it's special, then if it's special to you, man, then that is what I'm aiming for. Seriously. That's what it is. Shatner, I'm just going to take 5 minutes.
Sure.
All right, and I'm just going to right now. Over the last few weeks, I've been having serious thoughts. Okay. 2 weeks ago, I asked a question in a Discord channel. 45 minutes. You timing me? You shit. I asked a question in a Discord, and fuck me, did that cause eruptions? One question. And the question never got answered. And then within the Discord, I saw a couple of messages that I didn't disagree with. That I disagreed with, I should say. Oh, sorry. That actually made me question what I was doing. I'm very, very proud to wear the DC tags. Please don't take this the wrong way. All right. I am very, very proud to wear the DC tags. And I 100% believe in what the DC ethics are. What I can't understand, what is making me second guess what I'm doing, is how an association so big can have bullying in it. I'm very outspoken about bullying. Anybody that knows me will tell you. I've actually run my Facebook on the raising awareness of bullying of women gamers. For whatever reason, there's no reason for it. It just doesn't, it's abhorrent to me. It doesn't make any damn sense. And when you hear of that kind of thing going on, and it's all being done behind closed doors, that affects me. Because why should it be hidden? It doesn't make any sense to me. It is being resolved. Don't get me wrong. It is being resolved. Whether we'll ever know why or how, that bothers me. And we've got 9 viewers in. Majority of you will be within that community of, and if you saw what happened 2 weeks ago, then you must have an idea of where I'm coming from. When you see an admin post a question and another admin that you've never heard of, never seen, never talked to, pops up and says, and I'm going to say it, and says, we've never seen eye to eye, wait a minute, we've never seen eye to eye, don't test me. Are we in kindergarten? The reason I'm bringing all this up is because I surrendered my mod and my sword. I wasn't asked why I was surrendering it. I wasn't asked why I was giving it up. It took less than 30 seconds to remove that mod ship from me. Not that I'm complaining. I wanted it removed. Like I say, I back Zor and Star 100%. Make no bones about it. I back them both 100%. We would rather have openness than shut doors. Just a thought. I don't understand. And I love you too, sweetheart. It's stuck in my head for 2 weeks, ladies and gents, and I've got to admit that, yeah, it didn't sit right. It still doesn't sit right, but I'm new. You've got to see what you're doing. It is it's very strange. It's very strange for me that in a community so large that we have that kind of bullying in a support bubble that we have. So please, like, don't, if you're going to take anything away from what I'm saying, right, please remember, okay, that no matter how small or big a community is, there is always somebody, always, 100% always somebody that's going to be pissed off, fed up, and so jealous of your success. And what you've got to remember, right, at the end of the day, the person that sat there behind that damn camera is you, not them. They can't do what you're doing, so they pick on you. They will have a go at you. Yeah, that's no problem, Popz. They will have a go at you. They will try and stop you being yourself. Don't let them. You have a support network. But if we don't know it's going on, how the fuck are we supposed to fucking support? Bullying behind closed doors is wrong. Because that makes the bullying worse. It intensifies it. Because nobody can turn around and say, what you are doing is wrong. If I can't say what you're doing is wrong, there is no bullying going on. Just remember, doesn't matter how big or small you are, bullying will always be there. The only way to combat it is if everybody jumps on the same fucking idea, the same place. Get rid of the fuckers. That's the only way you're going to get rid of it.
I've learned that bullying is not reserved for young kids in school. It's rampant in every industry, in every group. Wherever there's a group of people, there will be somebody looking to bully someone. And the rules apply, right? The same thing way we tell kids to manage that. It's the same way we should be telling ourselves and other friends and adults. You can't be helped if you're taking it all on your own.
Thank you, Shadow. I do appreciate that. Like I said, this is my 10 minutes of mouthing off, right? This is my soapbox. Thanks, Shatner. I appreciate that. This is my 10 minutes of soapbox, and then I think we may have our special guest in the house. All right? So my soapbox moment is, please remember, okay? That I don't, like I said before, there is no DC on my fucking screen here. Look at it. It's damn void of DC because this is not part of DC. This is Gramps and Popz chat show. The reason that's not there is so I can say what I want to fucking say. And I'll say what I want to say anyway. But, right, in a group, any group, small, middle-sized, large, there will always be bullies. Do not stand alone against it. You will lose. You need the support that is offered. Please take it. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have special music for this section of the show.
Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, hot chocolate.
Oh my God.
Have you got a cam?
I do?
Let's do it.
Oh man.
Ladies and
Alright,
gentlemen,
hold
boys
on.
and girls,
Heading is right.
the one, the only, Barry White. Oh, no. It's DC Papa Smurf.
How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? The cam on, damn it. The cam is on. I don't know if y'all can see me or not, but the cam is on. Can you hear me, Gramps?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you, sir.
Okay. Cool. How we doing? How we doing?
It's lovely to see you, young man. It's lovely to see you. How you doing?
Yes, sir. I'm all right. I'm all right. A little tired, but I'm all right.
Well, you know, you will go out and get a job. That's what you. That's the payment for getting a job is being tired, my friend.
Yeah, that's definitely. As you can see, I haven't even changed yet, so yeah.
Yes, put the cam on, damn it. Are you reading chat? Are you reading this? Dude, can I start over from the top? No, I can't.
White Hammer, what's going on? How we doing?
So as you can see, we can all see the chat. Shatner is there as well. He is with us. Papa Smurf is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. If you've got any questions for Pops, please, let's go. I will talk to him in a minute, but I'm overwhelmed. That's
DC Star, I'm okay. I'm okay. I mean, I could be better. Everyone could be better, but I'm okay. I'm okay.
not good enough.
Not good enough. Would you like me to elaborate on what's really going on with me?
Only if you feel comfortable, sir.
Um,
Only if you feel comfortable. Don't feel pressured, please.
okay, so um long story short, just life in general sometimes it catches up to you. As a lot of people may know, I did have spinal surgery, and I kind of jumped back into work with my doctor's approval, but I jumped back into work earlier than expected, which was a good but a bad thing because I wasn't fully recovered, and that has started to take its toll on me, along with the meds and just life in general. There's a lot of things going on that a lot of people don't know about Pops, and I just need. Like I said, like I told DC Star, I'm okay. Um, I could definitely be better, but I mean, life is life.
Real life takes over. Always has done, always will do. And it's more important that you're good than sitting in front of a computer and showing us a good time, man.
Mm-hmm. This is true. This is true. This is true. Is that better? Does that better explain what's really going on? I hope I answered the question.
Star, you said you got a box of questions, not just one or two. You had a box, man.
Box questions.
Oh, mate, you know she's going.
I wasn't ready.
She's going to hammer you. She really is, dude. You know the box.
I appreciate that, DC Tex. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That's the one thing that I do know is before I answer your question, DC Star, the one thing I do know is that I have a very big support system, um, on stream, off stream, and I love it. I love it. Love that's a given. I appreciate it. So DC Star, what got you into streaming? So as you know, the pandemic was going around. At the time that I started streaming, the pandemic was up. and it was kind of heavy. And I was already a gamer, and a friend of mine's was is a streamer, and they started streaming, and I noticed in their chat how they were connecting with people, how they were getting to know people, and how it was, like they were having fun while doing it. And I like to have fun, and I also like to game, and I also like to learn and meet new people. So I said, you know what? Let me give it a try. Let me see how this works out. At first, I wasn't really into it, and then, to be honest with you, it kind of took off, and man, I've met some amazing people. Yeah, definitely met some amazing people, some great, wonderful people. Thank you, Star. Ah,
I got a question that I've been dying to ask you,
oh
and
man, I'm not quitting my job.
what will you quit your job? And two, I always and I never asked, but since we're all asking questions about the amazing person that is DC Papa Smurf, how,
Mhm.
how did you stumble across the DC community? Because it seems like everyone that stumbles across it's either, I mean, nowadays, there's raids, but in those
Mhm.
early years of you streaming, like, where did the connection occur? Because I could trace back my connection to you.
Okay. That's a good question. So, a lot of you may know, and some of you don't know who DC Victoria is. Um, so I was streaming, and she popped into my stream one day, and I'm like, my usual, hello, Queen, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Thanks for dropping in, truly appreciate it. And
How you doing?
she start, yeah, how you doing? And she kind of made it a regular thing to pop into my stream. And she popped in, and then one day DC Zoe popped in, and I'm like, okay, how you doing? Thanks for dropping in. My usual. And I started to vibe with them. You know what I mean? I started to jump into DC Zoe's stream, and whenever DC Victoria was streaming, I would jump into her stream, and I would get to meet new people, different people, and um, I saw the connection, I saw the vibes, I saw how close knit the community was, and I said, yo, I need to be a part of that. I need to be a part of that. And I think it was 41 now. I think it was my 40th birthday. I think it was my 40th birthday. Maybe I could be wrong. Alzheimer's and shit. I decided to just rep DC. At that time, I don't think there were any stipulations or like any way to get into DC, and I just I changed my name and started repping DC. And ever since then, for me, it's been amazing. Nothing but love. And of course, I met Gramps, I met Shatner, I met Shatner through Gramps, I met DC Star, I met so many wonderful people, and it's I mean,
Popz and I
it's been
go
amazing.
back, fucking hell, near enough 3 years now, man.
Hmm.
That's before the pandemic. Before the pandemic,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
we would.
Yep.
I just started streaming on Facebook, and all of a sudden you were there every stream, and I mean every stream, and we connected, and yeah, 3 years later we're still connected, and much love to you, man. Much love, you know it.
Much love to you,
I have
Gramps.
so much respect for this guy. Honestly, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, and this is on and off stream.
Yeah,
We have a relationship.
we've been through some shit together over the last 3 years, haven't we?
Oh yeah.
You
Oh
know,
yeah.
and we've always been there to support each other, and what a wonderful thing this thing streaming is, that it can bring what you're across the Atlantic. If I stand on my beach, seriously, ladies and gents, if I stand on the beach at the back of our house, right, there's nothing between me and Popz, only an Atlantic Ocean. That's the only thing. There's nothing between us. It's unbelievable. If I squint, I can see his house. It's fucking.
DC Star. What is my favorite thing to do outside of streaming? Um, Honestly, if I'm not so one thing a lot of people do know about me, I will work my ass off. Um, so outside of streaming, besides work, um, honestly, just spending time with my family. To be honest with you, because you know what I mean, that's really all you have. I mean, it's family, and I try to spend as much time with my family as I can. Does that answer your question, Star?
She was thinking that you were going to strip clubs.
Oh, I
Yeah, no,
mean, like if you
yeah.
mean going out, I don't. I'm not really. I don't really go out.
No, no, no,
Um,
no, no, not going and visiting, just performing. You know, stars. She'd have been there, throwing the $10 bills in your pants. She would have been there. She'd have been. see,
oh
see,
man, so you're not gonna let me.
the next question points that.
That's a.
You know what
Is that a question? Is that, is that a serious question right there?
I mean?
Oh, shit.
Hey, it's not the chocolate she's after; it's the creamy centre.
You really want me to answer that?
Oh, you know it.
Oh man, after the day I've had, I could use a smile. Thank you for that, Star. Oh man.
You'll always get a smile.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And you always do, Star. Yeah, we do know you, and we love your face. I know you got a real question in there somewhere, Star. Anybody in chat?
Come on,
Open
chat.
book.
What do you think, chat? What we thinking? What do we know? What do we not know? What do you want to know? You've got
Don't be shy.
three of us in here at the moment. You can ask a question of anybody.
Yeah, it
It
doesn't have to be me.
doesn't have to be Popz all the time. You know, he always steals the fucking limelight. Comes in, just
What?
see, look, he flashes them white pearlies, and that's it. He's off. Look at it. See.
Yo, I
Yeah.
can't. I can't.
He'll start singing in a minute. Barry White will be doing. He'll be going.
White Hammer. Okay, so what do you do for work? Oh, I don't mind. I'm a chef. I am a chef. Kitchen supervisor. Kitchen supervisor.
You
I've
make.
been in the I've been don't even say it, Gramps. I've been in the food industry. I've been in the food industry for about 17 years now. 17 years. Ooh.
Give us a story from the kitchen. There's always there's always some. I've known plenty of chefs. There's always some
Ooh.
wild story.
Um Damn. A story
Gramps
from
knows
the
what I'm
kitchen.
talking about. He knows it.
So let's let Gramps give us a story.
Yeah.
Oh no 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 no
Yeah.
no!
I love Bourdain's Anthony Bourdain's book, Kitchen Confidential. I'm sure if anybody's familiar with Bourdain, he's the one that had those shows on CNN and Travel Channel about going around different places, getting to know a culture and cuisine. But the way he describes the kitchen,
Okay, so what's your favorite starter main
it's
and dessert?
insane.
Ooh, we getting spicy. So let's see. Dessert, I'm gonna tell you right now, is a chocolate
Cheesecake.
mousse cake. Chocolate mousse cake.
The man talks
Um,
my language. That's why I like him. That's why I like him.
chocolate mousse cake. Main might be a chicken masala. Yeah, chicken masala. Yeah, yeah. I love me some chicken masala. Oh, he said all three of us. Okay, you must know from all three of us. Cool.
Go on,
I answered.
Shatner. What's yours?
Oh, well, I have several, but if I can only eat one, it would be a New York style cheesecake with strawberries on top. I'll take that. I'll take that hands down over anything.
So I know what to order as a chef's favorite dish is always a good choice. True. This is true. This is true.
It's a 3-course meal. You're just going to have New York cheesecake with strawberries on top for 3 courses.
3 courses? I mean,
Mate, you know,
cheesecake?
come on.
Just cheesecake?
Just cheesecake? Dude.
Just cheesecake.
Just
That's
cheesecake.
it? What about the main course? You know what I mean?
That's
He said just
that's
cheesecake.
the cheesecake.
You just eat cheesecake. Okay.
It has dairy. Dairy comes with calories you need. And, you know, what else do you need?
He needs a main dish.
Meal.
Need a main dish.
Okay, my start my start is a wild game terrine, followed by a ribeye steak, raw, and my dessert if I can still got room. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm a cheesecake man myself as well. So yeah, a cheesecake would be very pleasant. Yeah, we go for that. Yeah.
Cheesecake.
Yeah, cheesecake. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing when I come over to New York. When I fly in, that's the first place Popz is going to take me.
We're going to the Cheesecake
Going
Factory.
to Cheese Factory. We've been planning that for 3 years.
Yes. Oh man.
I do like game. My favorite food is game. I will eat game whenever it's in season, no matter what kind of game we've got. So venison, pheasant, grouse, all that kind of stuff. Rabbit I love. And goat, I must say goat, which is now classed over here in the UK as a game meat, which doesn't make any sense to me. But these
fish tacos too.
Well, these chefs come up with stupid ideas about what we call things, and us as butchers that provide the shit to these chefs have to call it by that name, you know. And all they're doing is trying to put the price up. That's all they're doing by calling it something fancy.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, true.
This is true. This is what we do.
Yeah.
This is what we do. Turn it into something fancy. I mean, yeah. It makes sense though. Sometimes I guess it makes sense, but it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Something so small, you make a big name for it.
Yeah, it's very true. Very true.
Yeah.
I mean, we sell, honestly, at the moment, like one of our biggest sellers at the moment are pig's heads. And chefs are actually, what they're doing is they're boiling it in a salt water and then roasting it off. And then just taking the meat off. Now, 45 years ago, oh God, in days of old when men were bold and women were grateful, if you know what I'm saying.
I got you, Whitehammer. I got you.
We used to boil the heads and then make what they call pressed meat out of it. You know, and it used to be pennies. Now it's a chef's delight and it's a special. And it's a pig's head, for God's sake, you know.
Okay, here's a good one. What's one thing you could try only once? Do you mean food? You mean food-wise, Whitehammer?
Or anything. I'll go with heroin. I hear it's amazing.
A cooking show between the three of us. Text, Jesus Christ, that'd be fun, wouldn't it?
It's not going heroin.
Oh, not drugs. Okay.
How the hell are you going to try that once?
Apparently, we're not having the right conversation here.
Anything. Try only once. Wow.
Try only once. Wow, that is a good one.
That's a damn good question. Yeah.
Shit. Well, damn.
I mean, that's a wide topic. Well, like, can we narrow it down to something? Or
Yeah,
Anything.
anything. He says anything.
because apparently drugs is not something I should have said. So.
No.
Drugs is definitely not something you should have said.
All right, it's fine.
Damn. Damn, White Hammer.
Anything.
Sheesh. Let's say one thing I could try only once.
And not get in trouble for it?
Does it matter what age you were? Because I'm a bit old. There's not a lot I can't try. You know what I mean? There's not a lot that won't kill me anymore.
And I'm a diabetic now, so yeah. So,
See,
well-
now, heroin wouldn't hurt any of those things.
Okay, so for me, I'm not really a veal person,
Veal.
so
Oh,
I'm gonna say veal.
something you dreamed
Once.
of doing and at any age. Oh, Christ. Well, I
Oh,
raced
boy.
motorbikes till I was 22.
Veal.
So I can't pick that.
Harem.
No, I'm
Still
not
think
picking that
heroin.
neither. Holy shit.
Think of something you've always dreamed of doing, and no.
I've always wanted
Any
flying
age.
helicopter. I think if you get that wrong, you'd
Ooh.
only do it once, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I've always wanted to get. Well, I'm only gonna try it once. I've always wanted to jump out of a plane.
Oh, not an helicopter.
Oh, no helicopter.
Can you imagine?
Plane.
Can you imagine? You jump out of an helicopter, the updraft pulls you up. Look at- Wow.
No more for you.
What a way of getting head. Shoof.
Oh man. Look at me, ma. Yeah, at 41, since Gramps is definitely the wisest here, I'm not gonna say oldest. I already said it, but he's the oldest here. But I'm definitely gonna say jumping out of a plane. Because
Jumping
one,
out of a
I don't even like planes. I liked planes before 9/11. After 9/11, I don't like planes no more. I'll jump out of one once. Hopefully I make it. You know, if I don't make it, well, shit, you know. Oh man.
If I ever see a plane, if I'm ever on a plane and it's going into a mountain, I want to be at the back.
What's the difference?
Well, there's a back door in there.
There is a back door. There is a back door, but oh shit.
Mine would be world's strongest man once. Yeah, really? You would go for that, would you? Wow, Emma. Oh, good on you. Why would you only do it once? That Swiss guy did it for many years, and he did it. He was world's strongest man 3-4 times. And I can't say his name, so don't ask me. Something like that. What were you as, Shatner? What were you as, other than drugs? What were you as?
Other than drugs. Other than drugs.
Other than drugs. Okay, now.
I don't know. You can only do once and you can't get in trouble for it?
Yeah. Drugs.
Wow.
He's gonna say drugs.
I'm having a cigarette. I'm sorry, but yeah, you're driving me to it.
That's a tough one. I mean, I still would go with heroin, but can't get in trouble for it. I guess be an honored guest at the best house of ill repute you can find.
Okay.
You can only do it once. What? You can only do it
You
once.
would only be able to do that once.
I've got a blue pill.
I'm sure my heart would explode.
Oh dear. Because of the amount of training and dedication. Well, you need to be dedicated and the training. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from, right? That's yeah, what a good question, that man. That really was a good question.
That
That's
was a
fucking.
good question. Had me stuck.
I never even thought of something like that. But yeah, I've always wanted to fly an helicopter. That is, and I'm serious, not jump out of one. But yeah, it's.
Jump right out.
I'm way
Jump
too
this
old now.
window with this one.
I'm
I can
way.
picture Gramps jumping out of a plane and his leg cramp up.
Oh Christ! Fucking hell.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that would be nice.
Oh, thanks. That'd be nice. Cheers. I fucking love you and all.
I love you, Gramps.
You won't have to jump out of the aeroplane. I'll fucking push you. It's fine. You know.
Humbling out of the sky with the Charlie horse.
Hell's
Oh,
bells.
man, oh, man.
I tried crocodile once. I wouldn't want to do that again. I tried crocodile
yeah,
meat
that was
once.
gross.
And
Not a
yeah,
fan.
it just did not.
Fan.
Yeah, it was gross. You're right. It was interesting, but gross.
See, I have a question for Popz. I'm wondering, like, as far as streaming, what now? Like, we all took turns playing Warzone so much, probably just beat it down. Like, what is there anything that you're thinking about? If you get back to streaming, because I know you're working, so it's tough for you to do what you were doing before, which was an integral part of my morning routine, mind you. And you ruined that by working. So what do you? Is there anything if and when you come back to streaming? Are you looking at anything else? Like, I know that I'm stuck. I don't know.
I'm stuck.
I don't know what else to stream other than like Red Dead. Like, I enjoy Red Dead. I enjoy Warzone. I'm wondering what your thoughts are around that.
So what I have done in the last couple of weeks, months, I've watched a lot of people stream, and I mean, I've supported a lot of people, and I watched the stream. All right, you gotta go, buddy. Excuse me, sorry.
You look like a major villain right now.
He did, didn't he? Yeah.
So,
Welcome, Mr. Bond.
You know, when I do come back, I am looking at different games. Maybe some Red Dead. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
I do understand and know that I do need to switch it up. There are people that love to see, love to come to the stream and vibe with me and chill with me. And yeah, I'm playing COD. I'm playing COD. I'm playing COD. I'm playing COD. But at some point, when do you say enough is enough?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, for the most part, people come to your stream to vibe with you. Some might come to vibe with you and watch the game, and some might come to just vibe with you. And for the most part, I feel like most people come to my streams to vibe with me, because I give off that good, that good loving. So
PS4.
PS4.
Why?
PS4.
Is there a PC in your future?
There is a PC in my future. There is.
Oh, that'd be good.
I'll tell you when, but it definitely is in my. It's there.
Because if you do start Red Dead, it's not cross-platform. That's the problem with Red Dead.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're on PC, you're on PC. You can't.
I have the advantage now that I've got it on Xbox as well.
Yeah.
Okay. What's one thing you could? Wait a minute. What was that? What's one thing you could buy if you had the money to?
Oh.
Yeah, Texie, I've got it. I've set the character up.
Wow.
One thing I could buy, I'd buy an around the world ticket so that I could visit every Michelin star restaurant.
That's a good one, Gramps. I wasn't even thinking it that way.
That's been my dream for a long time, is that to actually visit every Michelin star restaurant. I've done the ones in London because I provide the beef for the ones in London.
Beef.
Yeah. So yeah, the whole meat industry that I'm in Cornwall provide nothing but Michelin star restaurants. So we have to make sure that they cook it right. Otherwise, they don't buy our meat. Which is very, very strange that a butcher has that power to say, no, you're not selling our meat, you don't do it right, and walk away. It's really strange. It's a feeling walking into a restaurant, someone like Gordon Ramsay, if you will, because we have got Gordon Ramsay on our books, to actually go and make sure that he's treating our meat right. So have that power and say, well, if you can't cook it, then you're not selling it, and walking away is an unbelievable thing.
Oh shit.
Well, yeah, that's my dream. That is go around the world and visit every Michelin star restaurant.
I would buy a very expensive RV and travel the world. I would go to every restaurant, but I get a nice RV. I mean, special suited just for me, of course, with a gaming system inside of it. No, of course, and I would travel the world.
You'd have to have
Did it
one
have
with
wings? Like what?
no, he'd have to have a snorkel on it, wouldn't he? I mean, it's a long fucking drive, isn't it? From America to...
I mean,
how the fuck?
I travel to places. At least I travel to places I can get to. You know?
First.
Oh, America.
Yeah, you know,
You're just traveling and you just vacationing in America. Oh no, you can go to Mexico and then you can go to Canada and then you're fucked.
put wings on it. Put wings on it. Have them put wings on it so it flies.
That's a good choice, though. That's a good choice. My wife would do that. She would buy an RV. Yeah. Yeah.
I can see an RV.
Yeah.
An RV, and there's a book by a certain revolutionary that I won't mention here because people may not find his or her beliefs in place with their own, but in this person's early years,
no drugs, by the way.
No drugs.
Come on. That's the only reason why I was gonna go all the way south to just mule it up in my RV. But following the route that they followed on an Indian motorcycle sounds so amazing to me. They only made it but they started out like South America and then got all the way to Texas. Like I would love to do that ride all the way back down to like, you know, to be able to see Antarctica from the tip of South America is just mind blowing. I would like to do that.
Nice, good.
Wow.
Good stuff.
I'd just like to own the Indian motorcycle for a start.
Yeah.
Yes, I knew Gramps was gonna say that. Yeah, just give me the motorcycle.
Give me the bike.
That's it. Just give me the bike. I'm good. I'm good to go.
How you doing, Piv? And welcome in, my friend. I'm glad you made it. We're here with Shatner and DC Papa Smurf. How we doing? Oh, well, anybody else? Anybody else got a question?
Very good, very nice.
I can't actually play that. They've been muting my streams when that comes on.
Seriously?
Yeah, because it's copyright.
Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so.
Yeah, so I can't play it. I've got it here, and I could hit the button.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I didn't mute you.
Who's muted? Somebody's muted?
No.
Oh.
Twitch mute you when that comes on.
So what's the future of this thing of ours? Thing that we do? Where do you see a year from now? Where do you see the DC community? Where do you see Papa Smurf a year from now in the streaming world?
A year from now. So a year from now, I see, for one, I see the DC Gamerverse being even stronger than it is now. Where it's at now is great, but we're just gonna get better and we're gonna get stronger. Where I see Popz a year from now, I see Popz at the top of his game. I see Popz doing a lot of things. I see myself, I'm saying Popz like it's another person. I see a lot of good things moving forward in life and as far as streaming. because it only gets better. I mean, yeah, you're gonna go through the rough times as far as streaming. You're gonna have that struggle, but you gotta grind, which is what a lot of people might not understand about streaming. You gotta grind, and that's where I see myself becoming, as I have becoming even better. You know what I mean, do I see myself pushing for partner? No, not at all. Right? But yeah, that's where I see years from now. That's what I see. Like even with the tell us your tale, I even see this in the future.
I'm hoping so. I
It's
mean,
some
it
it's something small that will get bigger. People just need to understand why we do this and what's the reason. Like once they get and they understand why we do this, believe me. Oh yeah.
I'm hoping so. I mean, like I said, when we first discussed this, myself and you, it was just a one-off, weren't it? It was just a we'll come on and we'll have a laugh with it and
Is it
do
the
it
Rocky
on.
or not?
Yeah. And then Shatner came in with the concept of doing the interviews, and you got a job, and that kind of shut it down a little bit. But it
Fucking
didn't. It
job.
weren't going to stop us. It weren't going to stop us because the idea was good. It was a good concept. I think it was anyway, and people seem to be enjoying it. With the views that we've had on the YouTube and on here as well, on Twitch as well, because we've got the highlights on the Twitch. You know, I think it's something that we need to invest some more time in as we're going along. We can only get better with it. You know.
It only gets better. I mean, we're still learning about it ourselves. But the more we learn, the more the more interviews we do, and some feedback, it's gonna get better.
Yeah.
Trust and believe that it's gonna get better.
Yeah.
I saw
Why?
question.
What's your favourite drink, alcoholic or not? And not. Oh well, I'm addicted to coffee, and I'm addicted to. There's a small island in the Canaries that produces a honey rum, and it's actually made from honey. It's a rum made from honey. Most rums are made from a dark sugar, but this one is specifically made from honey, and it is absolutely mind blowing. It's gorgeous, and that's my favourite alcoholic drink. And coffee is my go-to drink anytime.
I'm gonna go with Gramps on the coffee is one of my favorites.
Mhm.
Literally, anytime I'm streaming, you will hear me say, "Let me go get some more coffee." And if we're talking alcoholic, I'm a little bit of old school, so I drink Southern Comfort.
Old school. That's just whiskey with a bit of sugar in it.
It's
Old school.
it's
It's.
listen, it's always.
I'm actually running out of the rum white. I've got to go. Well, we're going to the Canaries November, and honestly, I can buy it in the Canaries for $7 a bottle, $7 a litre. Okay, if I go and buy it off Amazon, it costs me $23.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I come back with a suitcase full. Oh damn! What's yours, Shatner?
I mean, coffee is life. For the passive drink, I barely sleep as it is, and I just need it to just get through the end of the day. But if I'm gonna have drinks, I don't like any of that sugary stuff. I just I I like the classics, man. Give me a whiskey, like a Jefferson Reserve, some bourbon, some scotch.
Ooh. Okay.
If I have to put something in it, it'll be an ice cube, but it's rare. Just give me the stuff that's gonna fuck me up the quickest way possible. Give me the
Good
shortcut to
aged
getting
whiskey.
fucked up.
I've got some
Yeah,
malt whiskey that'll do that for you, man.
Oh
yeah.
shit.
I've got quite a few bottles of malt whiskey. So
Shit.
we're bringing malt whiskey over to New York when we come over. Is that the idea?
Perfect.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
shit.
Okay.
Don't,
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
drink and drive.
Just give me that.
And we'll put some sugar in for Popz because
Yes.
pretend it's yeah.
And I know,
Lieutenant
like
Southern Comfort.
folks of color love their their alcohol with some sugar in it. Like my dad was all into the Southern Comfort and stuff like that, and
He's
he's an
calling you old Pops.
OG. Yeah, OG. I said my pops, and not the pops. But you know, like he raised me on that stuff, and I just never took to it. I want to drink like a cowboy. Give me this.
There you
Give
go.
me
You
the.
mean
Give me
you
the
want
dark
rock?
stuff.
You want gut
Give me
rock?
the
You
rock.
don't. You
Give me
don't.
that. Yeah. Give me that stuff. I don't even like beer. I can't
Most of the
even.
cowboys drank fucking horse medicine, weren't it? Horse tonic, that's the stuff. Snake bite.
Yeah, give me that. Give me that stuff. Give me the nice, the whiskey, the bourbon, the
I
scotch.
think that if I do come over, we've got to find somewhere that sells proper apple cider, right, and whiskey, and we'll have a drink. We'll have a competition of. It's called a snake bite. So what you do is you get your shot of whiskey and you put it in your pint of cider and drink the whole lot.
Gotcha. I found a really chill place in Brooklyn.
Uh-oh.
That in the middle of like the ghetto.
Glenfiddich, I've got that. I've got that downstairs, Pip. Sorry, I'm sorry. I talked over you then, Shatner. Go on.
No. I'm saying in the middle of like
Yes.
in the middle of like this place. These folks should not be having a bar type
Daddy, how
of
you doing?
neighborhood. But man,
Eddie, how we
their
doing?
cider is amazing, and I'm normally not into that sort of thing. But they sell almost their catalog of bourbon whiskey and that apple cider that they make on premises is just out of this world.
I've just made a barrel of apple cider.
I have to go over there.
I mean, you gonna send that this way or what?
Well, man, you know, we actually, I've made a barrel of American IPA beer. I've made an apple cider barrel, which is 40 pints in each barrel, and Xena persuaded us that we needed a kit of red wine, so I've made a Merlot wine, and we made 40 bottles of that. We don't drink much. We don't drink much. The first Scotch whiskey was a 12-year-old Glenfiddich, and I have actually got a bottle of that downstairs.
Glenfiddich, of course.
Yeah, I've got that downstairs. Scotch Mac, yes, I did, and it was a white wine with a blended whiskey added to it, wasn't it? White, and yes, I used to drink that a lot.
Nice.
I think I'm going through my Jefferson Reserve phase. And Uncle Remus. I don't know if you ever heard of Uncle Remus.
Yeah, Uncle Remus, Johnny Walker Blue. My God.
Yep. That Uncle Remus story is super interesting too. Like he was, he's basically the creator of Johnny Walker. Very interesting history lesson of typical American, story from the 1800s. Black man starting up an industry and not being able to maintain it because of the way things were back then.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting story, and now it's come to light, and there's a big following for the Johnny Walker Uncle Remus brand. Very good. It's very good stuff.
Okay.
Excuse me. Believe it, I've been trying to. Nice.
Why it did. Myself and my friend used to meet up every month, once a month. He had a holiday place, vacation place, over on the west coast of England, and we used to meet up once a month, and we'd have 3 or 4 bottles of that each, and we'd go for the walk. Go for a walk on the beach at 11 o'clock at night, and you weren't allowed off the beach until you'd emptied your bottles. So we used to drink the bottles, then come off the beach.
Well, I would have just Dump the bottle, shit.
No, you drink it. You don't. The tea. White tea. White tea.
I mean,
Well, that were a
there's
night. That were a night after going to the pub first. You go to the pub first, drink them dry, and then go on the beach. Finish your night off.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Ooh, shit, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry, mate. You've been working, you know. I've been I've been at work since 3:30 this morning. It's now midnight, and you know.
Oh, gosh,
You've done 3 hours and you're tired. Fucking hell.
3 hours. Oh man. Holy snap. The funny thing about it though, the funny thing you say that, so at my job there is a 2-hour shift. I know
What's
it's
that?
stupid, right?
Who does
Exactly.
it?
That's the same thing I said.
That's like one
Dishwasher.
plate. You wash one plate.
They have a dishwasher that comes in for 2 hours. And then, you know what I mean? I mean, me personally, I feel like that's just wasting money. You got somebody coming in for 2 hours? Come on now, really? Fuck. It is what it is, though. Whatever. 2 hours. Exactly, Daddy. 2 hours. Like, what are you gonna do? You come in, you wash dishes, and then he is literally just standing around doing nothing.
150K employee shows up, bam, 150K for that 1 hour.
That is definitely not much of a paycheck. I mean, like, so this person comes in every day.
Is he a young person or old person?
He's
or?
young. He's young.
Young?
He's young. He's young. He's young. There might be one day where I'm pretty sure you've heard me say, Gramps, it's a 2-hour shift.
Yeah.
Where one day out of the week, as a supervisor, I have to do that. So I do it, and I still think it's stupid. You know what I mean? Have I spoken to my boss about it? Yeah, but he has bosses over him, so it's like you got
So
a
what do you
2-hour
do
shift.
in those? Yeah, what happens in those 2 hours? Is it just
So
like food safety, like checking to make sure that nobody's
no.
sitting
So
on?
in that 2-hour shift, you come in, um, you do whatever dishes are in the dish room. There's a cart that has to go up to a certain floor in the hospital. You take that cart up, you come back down, you wait for that cart, you wait for them to be done, give them about 45 to an hour to eat, bring the cart down, clear the cart, clean those dishes, and you're done. That literally takes about maybe an hour and 20 minutes, depending on who you are and how fast you work. It don't take 2 hours. I'm sorry.
Mm. Wow.
At least it's a job.
Do I get paid? Do I get paid for doing that? No, it's something that how can I say, like, so each one of us, even my boss comes in, come in, and we do that to show that we're not better than, I guess. That's something that they've implicated. Like, we do that to show everyone else that we're not better than. Well, I know for a fact I'm not better than. You know what I mean? So I'll come in. I got no problem coming in. You know, it's 2 hours, whatever it is. But yeah,
They're trying to show everybody's equal.
yeah, there you go. Exactly, there you go, Gramps. Thank you.
Yeah.
You cleared that up real quick.
Wow. I want his job.
Oh, he does.
Can I get my green card?
He does have another job.
Can I get my green card working 2 hours a day?
Shit, you can't. Shit.
Oh, no, he don't want me. No, he doesn't fucking want me. Now I'm asking him for a fucking job here. Good God.
I mean, yeah, if you want to come over, you know what I mean? You can come over and, you know what I mean? I got you.
I'm 60-year-old, man. Fucking hell, I only need 2 hours a day. Jesus.
Actually, you can have my job if you want.
No. I'm done with supervising shit.
It's a little stressful.
No. If I ever change job again, that's it. No more supervisors. That's it. I'm done. I've done it too long. Too long.
Yeah, I feel like I've done it too long. I want to leave, but oh man, you know, when you've been doing something for so long, you get so attached to it. And I've been cooking, and of course, most people will say they started from the bottom, but I started from the bottom. I wasn't just I went from not just a dishwasher when I first started out. You know what I mean? I was like, the guy just coming in to be a busser. I started as a busser, then I went to dishwash. From dishwash, I went to cook, and I kept making my making my presence felt, learning new things, watch and learn. Just like streaming, it's just like streaming. Watch and learn, get to know new people, get to know new styles of cooking. You know what I mean? It's,
I thought you'd fell off the fucking chair then, you divot.
oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My cat. Sorry.
Whoa, he's fell,
Sorry.
he's gone.
I'm sorry.
What was that stuff that Shatner were on about? Fucking hell. He's gone. Where?
I thought he heard some running up the side. No. I got two cats here, and they're playing, but they're playing kind of roughly. I don't really. I mean, I don't like that.
So
Yeah.
Popz, you're, I consider you a mentor in this streaming game of ours. I do. I mean, whenever folks popped into his stream, he was very explicit on how he would teach folks about streaming, and networking, what they should do. What are some tips that you can give our folks in the chat that would like to not only become DC folks, but gain more followers? Like, what's the secret sauce?
I'm making a coffee. Sorry, carry on.
All right, cool. But
No
one
problem,
of
Gramps.
the biggest things that I've learned that I do try my best to follow is you have to. Excuse me. I'm sorry. You have to network. You have to. If you don't network, you gotta go. You have to network. And what I mean by that is um go to other people's streams. You know what I mean? Go outside your bubble. Yeah, you might have your 5 or 6 people that come into your stream and stuff like that. And then you get mad when you see someone else streaming and they got 30 something people, 40 something people, 100 and something people. You know why? Because they network. You have to network. You have to get out. You have to move to other people's stream. Go in there, say hello, say hi. If you don't network, you will not grow. You will not grow. I can tell you that right now. Because when I first started, I didn't know about no networking. I didn't know about going to somebody else's stream and I'm saying getting to know them, vibing with them. And because of me vibing with them, people want to know about me. They want to know about my streaming experience. So they want to come to my stream and you know what I'm saying, listen to me or watch me. You have to network, man. That is one of the biggest things um that I've learned throughout my streaming is that networking is key. There you go. It's yeah, yep, like Daddy said. It's very important because if you stay in your bubble, you will not grow. I'm sorry, you will not grow.
I think Twitch, when I was on Facebook,
Mhm.
um, a certain uh, Englishman that looks a lot younger and a carbon copy of the gentleman here said early on, "Hey, you should come to Twitch. You should come to Twitch because and as well as you, Pops, saying
Mhm.
that Twitch you should come. Like Twitch was probably a little bit better to be, to attract people outside of the few folks that would always show up in Facebook. But that young compact Englishman said
Mhm.
said Twitch is a slow burn, meaning you're not going to for the average streamer,
Mhm.
you're not going to pile on followers. It's a slow gradual climb, and it is, for me, it has been, and I'm fine with it because real life takes precedent over anything else.
Mhm.
um
Always,
but
always.
I've had a very respectable climb from we'll say from 50. Getting to 50 was easy for me on Twitch, but from 50 to where I am now, it has been a slow burn, and it's
a grind.
it's so true. Every couple of every I would say every 2 weeks on average, without doing much work, I'm averaging 3 followers.
Oh, okay.
And that's fine. I mean, that's fine for me. But actively networking, reaching out, checking out other streamers, like Pop said, going outside of your bubble, find those people that have 1 or 2 people only in their stream, try to connect with them, talk to them, all the same things that you, Pop, Star, Zoe, Gramps, everyone that that have shared that advice is so true. Just if you want to grow, like Pop said, it is about networking outside of your bubble, outside.
And don't just. I don't mean to cut you off. Don't just go in there. I think somebody may have said it in chat. Hold on one second. Yeah, DC Tech said it in chat. Being there. You know what I'm saying? Don't just go into their stream. Say something. Speak to them. Speak to the chat.
Yeah.
Network.
Yeah. And I wanted to, and I should have added, in my apologies, Tex. Tex is amazing. And like I sit at the right hand of some of you in regards to that. Like, you guys are so good at it and natural at being able to not only network but connect with people in the chat. That is a skill that I want. Like I admire that in you guys, and whether or not it's easy for you, it seems easy for you because you guys are that skilled at it.
Gramps?
I honestly, I am no different. I don't think I'm any different now than I was when I first started on Facebook. It's very strange, right? You've got, like, you're doing better than me, Shatner. I mean, you've got so many followers. I've got 327 followers, all right? Which doesn't bother me. It never has, you know that.
No, I have 325. There you go. You caught up and passed.
Yes, that's what I've been fucking doing, the bastard. But I don't think that I'm doing anything different than when I first started. I sit down in front of a microphone and I think I'm still the same idiot that I was when I first started.
Not the idiot part, but you're still the same.
Yeah, I mean,
you're real.
Yeah, I can't do false, and I've tried it and it didn't work. You look at other streamers, you look at some of the. I know why Amma, what you're saying there. You see what about looking at bigger streamers. Well, the problem was when I first started, I was looking at these bigger streamers and I'm thinking, I can do that. I can emulate them. And you try and do what they are doing, and it stuffs you up because you are not them. You have not got the personality. You've got to be yourself. Take advice and see how they work it. But it's how you work your audience. If your audience is there, you've got to chat to them. You've got to, and it's not just other streamers. I mean, we're looking at here at the moment with the way that we support. We go to streamers and we support them streamers. But a lot of the time, the viewers that I've got are not streamers. It's just members of the public who have come into your stream and they've enjoyed what you've been doing, whether it's talking, like the fucking poetry reading I did lasted for 5.5 hours of reading poetry. And I had an average of 19 viewers. That's more than I've got now. And all I was doing was reading poetry. And that weren't DC members. That was people coming through, seeing what we were doing, totally different than anything else. And it lasted 5.5 hours because I couldn't leave. Then people were sat there wasting their time looking at me reading poetry. So it's you've got to interact with your audience as well. See what your audience want. Be you. Be unique. There are millions of people out there now, both on any platform that you look at, Facebook and Twitch are the biggest ones, and they're playing Warzone like we do. I played Warzone tonight. I've had 2 dubs. Saying 2 dubs, just two dubs. I'll just say that again. 2 dubs on Warzone tonight. Thank you very much. But there's millions of them. There's millions of them. So you need to just be yourself, but interact. And what Popz has said, the networking is perfect. You need to do it. You learn so much from other people. So if you're not networking, you're not learning, you're not moving forward. But you have got to remember, not all your audience are going to be streamers. So don't forget them people as well, because it's them people that buy you your subs, them people that give you your biddies, them people that return night in, night out.
And some of them, yeah.
Yeah.
You said it perfect, Gramps. You definitely said it perfect. Because I'll see some people come into my stream, and I like to check people out, so I'll go check them out, and a lot of people are actually not streamers. They made an account, and they're a supporter. That's their thing. They support. I'll support you.
Exactly. Look at Raven Possessed. We have got a friend called Raven Possessed. She's a lovely lady. She plays Warzone like the best of them. And she is so funny that she should stream. She's no interest. She'll come, she'll support, she'll come and have a game with you, and that's it. She's happy with that. She's an amazing, amazing player, and she'll come into the stream whenever she's free because she works, just like the majority of us now. The pandemic is semi-over, if you will, and people are returning to work, so you fit it in when you can. You fit it in around your life. This is not life. This is a pastime. If you can make it a living out of it, then damn well good on you. Well done.
Mm-hmm.
Little doll, how you doing, sweetheart? Welcome in. I hope you're well. Anything else? Any more questions? Because I can see that Popz is getting tired and he has been working hard today, so...
I'm good. I'm okay. It's Friday.
Yeah, I know. But...
Gotta work on the weekend.
I don't work weekends. Screw that.
Yeah, lucky you. Lucky you.
It's not the end yet. It's only the end when we say it is. It's not the end. It's not the end. It's a song, that, isn't it? Not the end. It's not the end. Yeah. No, I'm not.
You see, little dog, how we doing?
Walk tall, walk straight, and look the world right in the eye. You don't have any more questions? Well, I think you've asked the majority of the questions all night.
You have, and you asked some good goddamn questions.
I wish he'd just fuck off and then we can talk properly, you know what I mean? Keep answering bleeding questions about whiskey and fucking heroin and... Mate.
What questions do you have? Any questions?
Any questions at all, little doll? It doesn't matter what it is. If you want to ask a question of myself or Papa Smurf or DC Shatner Brooklyn, you can ask. Anything you like, me darling. We are here to answer any questions.
What are you watching these days? What's your source of entertainment outside of streaming, Popz?
Yeah, that's a good question.
He didn't ask me.
So,
Popz.
So I like to watch semi-interesting TV series. So as of lately, I've been trying to catch up to All American, The Walking Dead.
I'm a fucker.
The Walking Dead, and there's another one. It'll come to me sometime, but yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yep. Okay.
Oh, sorry, Paladin.
I
Sorry,
thought that was a
mate.
question. Actually, earlier with the PC coming. Pops. We'll see. Pops. Yes. PC is coming. It's not soon, not like right around the corner, but a PC is in the works. DC Text. Yes. It is definitely in the works. Okay, I'll go then, Gramps. No longer
Oh,
asking me.
no, not
Oh,
why.
you
You know.
going?
You know I'm only joshing, mate. I'm only messing with you. You get used to me, man. Like I say, I don't understand people. They come in here, they sit, and they what we've been talking to Popz now since 11:15 UK time. It's now 12:15 UK time.
RP?
RP
Oh,
world, roleplay world.
roleplay world. Yeah. I'm in
What
there. I'll
in
be there. I'll be there like swimwear, like icing on the cake. I'm there.
what kind of games are you talking, Paladin? Tex, what kind of games, man? Talk to me, brother. Preach the word.
Nice. So Chef Pops and GT.
GTA. Ooh.
Cooking it up.
Cookie on Wagon Trail, that'll do it. Us Brits, thank you, White. How do you guys manage followers that expect more from you guys who are needy for attention?
I lick microphones.
You,
That's what I do. My
fucking.
Followers.
I quite like flowers myself.
I like flowers too.
Yeah, my flowers are always needy. Yeah, bit of manure and yeah, you know.
Gramps, you want to go first?
Well, what are we talking about?
In what aspect? Yeah, the aspect is and in
Just
one context. In one context, do they want more from you?
Like, are we talking about of course we're talking about streaming wise, but
nudes? I'm not sending anyone.
Like, what do you like when you mean more attention? Like they're needy for attention. Do you mean like they come into your stream and they just bold letters, or they keep highlighting a message? I mean, there's so many ways to this question. It's a good question, but there's so many ways to it.
He's thinking and typing now. You can see it. I can feel it. There we go. See?
There.
See? That's hard. That's hard. It depends. Sometimes it can backfire. Okay, so unless you actually know them on a personal level, it's very, very hard.
Yes, yeah, I can't even.
You've got to be so careful. Because if they're that clingy and all they are followers that you don't know, then how the hell are they getting you personally? Is the question. If you've opened up your PMs to everybody, then I suggest you don't. Through Discord. Yeah, well then, unfortunately, is it somebody that you know personally? Or is it just a follower? If it's just a follower, you can be very polite, send them a message and say, please, don't do this anymore. And if they're constantly doing it, then you've got to ban them. You cannot let you can't let something like this infringe on your personal life. If it's infringing on your personal life, and you're not a personal friend, like me and Popz. If Popz messages me, I'll answer it straight away. If Shatner messages me, yeah, it's vice versa.
Yeah, we'll get around to it.
It's vice versa. Yeah, we'll get around to it and we'll answer each other, and we.
But I think also, and I'm making an assumption. I'm making an assumption that the little doll is is female, and I think the
Yeah.
rules around the expectation around
Right,
female
right.
streamers is different for men, and it's gross. I get it, and I'm acknowledging that, but there are creepy guys out there
Mm-hmm.
that expect
All right,
that
white noise.
think just because there's a connection, a perceived connection made over a stream, that they somehow are entitled to something. And then I've seen it, and I've spoken to a couple of streamers that identify as female that feel this way, and it's just guys are gross. They're just gross, and you shouldn't feel bad about telling them to go fuck off.
That's your problem. That's your problem, little doll. Is that you're a big mental health advocate? I can totally see that. All right, but bringing a community together, and that's acceptable, which is fine. Okay, but you have got to draw a line at some point. Otherwise, you'll get inundated day in, day out. So you have got to make your own mind up where that line has got to be drawn. So you could shut your personal DMs off on your Discord, so that only people that you invite to message you can message you. But you're opening a can of worms by leaving your DMs open to everybody. You can't do it. Seriously, you can't do it in a mental health situation. It'd be very, very difficult for you to get any personal time.
Your me time is important. Your me time is important. Shit.
It's a hard one. It's a hard one. Like I said, there's only you can draw the line.
Mm-hmm.
Shut your DMs so that they can't message you. You message them.
Sip my alcohol.
That's the only way you can do it, I'm afraid. Very hard.
Oh. Yeah, I'm learning.
You see, you've got a fine line. All right, you've got a fine line of are you going to be a streamer, or are you going to be a community officer? All right, you know, if you're being a streamer supporting mental health, okay, then you're not being a community officer. If you want to be a community officer, then don't stream.
Mm-hmm.
It is a fine line, seriously, because once you start and you're having your DMs open, you will find that you will get messages like you have never seen before, and you will get them 24 hours a day. So you've got to make your mind up. You can either support by playing a few games, but don't have your DMs open, or you have your DMs open and be prepared to be bothered 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Because it will happen. Seen it happen. Had it happen. We had it happen.
And it's also important. I mean, we don't need to tell you. I mean, your focus around mental health and everything's great, but you know, proper mental health involves boundaries.
Coffee, huh?
It starts with healthy boundaries.
You know it.
You have to set healthy boundaries. You have to.
For yourself and for your community, and they should respect those.
If they don't respect it, then man, you know where the door is. I'm gonna hit you with a good Lord split you.
Mental health is such a broad subject. It would be no DMs. It would be. It has to be little. If, like I say, mental health covers such a broad spectrum. Okay, a need and somebody that seems needy is actually reaching out for support in other ways, and they don't know how to. Or you'll get the mental health on the other end of the spectrum that all of a sudden are in your life that you didn't expect, and you don't know how to handle it. Now, I don't know your background. I don't know whether you're a mental health professional, but it's such a, like I say, it's such a broad spectrum. You've got to be so careful. Seriously, you have really got to be so careful. You sure are. Cool. So you know the pitfalls anyway. Okay, so the pitfalls in your real life are the same pitfalls that you're going to find on here. The only difference on here is you're reaching a hell of a lot more people than you are in your real life. Because it's not only when you're doing it live, but people can watch your games, your streams, how you interact with other people for weeks, months afterwards. Even when you're not online, they can do it, they can see it. So they know how to talk to you. There is no such a thing. I'm sorry. Little doll, there is no such a thing as creating a safe space in streaming. No such a thing. As soon as you put yourself on a public platform, you are not in a safe space anymore. No such thing. Sorry to say it, but there isn't.
Sorry.
There's a safe way of doing it, and that is, like you've said, no DMs. Put in your Discord contact details for healthcare professionals, by all means. But to actually take that on yourself, you will be inundated 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Sorry, darling. But damn good question.
It was.
That's a damn good question, because, I mean, there's a lot of people at the moment, after 2 years of pandemic, there is so much mental health issues out there. And it's good that people are trying to help in whatever way they can. The thousands of people that are suffering at the moment. But unfortunately, to do it safely for yourself, it means that you can only offer the support by offering a game. Thousands of people out there. If they're all coming into your stream and all of a sudden you're getting inundated with it, what's going to happen to your mental state? It's very hard. It really is very hard. It can't be done on a public platform like this. As soon as you open your DMs up, it can't be done. Seriously, I mean, it makes you wonder why. Okay, you've already got one now that's being intrusive into your private life. All right, that's one.
That's one.
Okay, so the bigger you grow, yeah, the bigger you grow, and then it'll get 2, then it'll get 3, and then it'll get 4. So where do you draw the line? When you've got 10, 20? All wanting to be involved in your personal life in one way, shape, or form. You put yourself in a public area, a public space, which is Twitch, and people can clip it, they can cut it, they can copy it, and they can put it on TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, you name it. That's where it can go. It goes around the world. It's not just in one area. So as soon as you put yourself in that public space and you don't take precautions, then you get online bullying. We get in that in communities as well. So and then it starts mushrooming and gets bigger and bigger, and all of a sudden you've quit and you've stopped streaming. You've stopped enjoying what you're doing because it's become too much for yourself. It has a knock-on effect, like a stack of dominoes.
So true.
Because,
true.
And I'll tell you why. You're wondering why. I'll tell you why. Because people do not respect personal space. That would work. That's what I said. If you do it by in your Discord offering the tools, like I said, your mental health operatives alternatives, that's fine. DMing. I don't know how you can do it DMing.
It might work, it might not.
It's hard, isn't it? It really is hard. I can understand what you're saying, but it's hard. You can offer the tools, but you've got to make can you not put a room in with the links on to the tools rather than DMing you direct them to a room? So like we've got a chat room, we've got a gaming room, we've got a lounge. So create a room with the links in for the tools, or put the tools into that room, so they didn't have to directly DM you. They can actually go to that room in your Discord. That would take the pressure off yourself then.
Take a lot of pressure off you.
No, you can't. That's I think that's the better way to go rather than DMing. I really do. It's like I say, it's such a broad spectrum, as you know. It's such a broad spectrum. Exactly, Dave. Exactly. Provide the resource, and it's up to them to use them. If they're pointed in the right direction, you're there. That's basically it. Yeah. It's a very interesting question, Lil. It is hard. Right, ladies and gents, it is now 12:30 here in the UK, which means, what time is it for you, Popz?
It is 7:34 here, 7:35.
7:35 p.m. Cool.
Just 5-hour difference. So it is definitely like 12 something there.
Well, honestly, sweetheart, we're always here. We're it doesn't matter. You don't even have to come into stream, sweetheart. You can always DM me, and I have no issues in that. If you've got a question, you need any help with anything, just fucking shout, or a bit of 4:35 p.m. PST. Fucking hell. See, so I should be in bed because I were at work. Well, in 3 hours, I'll have done 24 hours. Holy shit. I might as well stay up, play some Warzone. Shatner, have you got anything to say, my friend?
No, I'm still here. No, I'm good. I think I'm spent. I've asked all the questions I was gonna ask.
He's over there doing that heroin.
I'm about to jump into Warzone as soon as we're done here.
Dear me.
Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna jump into the shower when we're done.
Hey, Vex, I thought there was a smell. It's amazing. I thought there was something on his mustache. I'm keeping doing this.
Vex.
How are you doing, Vex? How you doing? I think, Lil, honestly, sweetheart, anytime. If you do need any advice, any help, or anything with your streams, then just say. No, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. this is something that we do, and that's what we're here for. Thank you so much indeed. Bite you. You wish. You really do wish, don't you? Eh?
Max, where you going? How you gonna say bye?
Where's he gone?
Hello, fellas. Then
Yeah.
bye. Like,
Hello, fellas. Bye. Oh, fuck you.
type of, you know what?
You come in here, interrupt our rhetoric.
You cauliflower.
You come. You damn cabbage. Anytime, sweetheart. You can always ask, and I mean, there's always somebody around that can help you out if you need any help. That's all. And if bouncing ideas and things off people helps you out, then the job's a good one, isn't it? You come in for I know. I've got to have a word with your wife. Fucking hell, fire.
I got married for that.
Buy her a new guide dog.
I think we're about to wrap it up, though, Vex. I think. You have a question?
Because Vex is here? That's not cool.
Yeah, it is.
No, that is no. Don't start. Don't even try that.
Yeah,
it
is.
Not cool.
No, it is. It's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
It's cool. Okay, it's cool.
Have you got any questions, Vex? You've got three of us here. You've got myself, you've got Popz, and you've got our friend and director, producer, Mr. Shatner, Brooklyn. What would you like to know? Why should I ask him? You ask him.
Oh, yo, you know what, Vex? So, no, seriously, what happened was I had to go get my daughter from her job, and then literally as soon as I came in, I jumped right in here. I apologize. I know you told me to tell you, I'm sorry. When you saw Gramps was live, you should have just jumped in there.
Oh, he ignores me when I'm live. He doesn't even like me. He don't even like me. He just fucking, he only comes in when you're in. He's not interested in me. He's not interested in my streams. He's just a fucking, you know what I mean? I mean, what the fuck am I? Why am I asking him where your text is? Do you want me to repeat what he said then? He said, "Fuck you and your text." He said, "I'm not sending you one."
I'm not sure that's what he said.
Yeah, I'm fucking certain that's what he said. I heard it. Worst.
Oh man.
You're a fucking married couple, and you need a mediator. Ask Pop, where's my text? Popz, where's his text? It's in his fucking phone, you fool. My lord. Come in here, causing trouble.
God, man. He forgot to hit send. Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
That's right. Yeah, I typed it. I just forgot to hit send. Yeah. That's it. Yep.
I'm so glad you came in. I'm so glad you came in and asked the really serious question, Vex. That fucking shows just how much you really give a shit. You know what I mean? Popz, where's my text? Oh, fucking. Could you not have fucking texted him for say where's my text? No, you aren't coming interrupt my fucking stream, my and Pop's show, for me to ask him where his text is. Dude, have a word with yourself, man.
Did he scare you away, Vex?
Yeah, we're getting a bit stale, Vex. We're getting fed up.
Hey, glad I gave you content. Oh, man.
Loves you, Vex. Right. Loves you, Vex. Especially when you're walking away, you know what I mean?
Oh, man.
Right, ladies and gents, I think we're going to be wrapping it up very shortly. Thank you so much, Popz. I do appreciate you, my friend. Shatner, thank you, sir. Thank you for doing everything you've been doing.
Thank you.
Of course, sir. Anytime.
Appreciate you as well.
Tex, you know we appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much indeed. Thanks for being here.
Yes.
Popz, go and get a shower, get a brew, have a sleep before work. I might have a lie in till about 7 a.m. But you never know.
Thank you for doing this and taking time out of your day. Of course, that's what this is for us to not only just for you guys to ask questions, but to get connected and for you guys to get to know us or anyone that we're interviewing. That's what this is for us to get to know one another, you know. But it's all love. On that note, I love you, Gramps,
Love you, buddy.
Shatner.
Take
You
it
guys
easy.
be good, be safe, chat. I love you. Be good, be safe, and as always, God bless. Later.
You take it easy, buddy. Laters. Ladies and gents, boys and girls. Popz Smurf. What can we say? What can we say that hasn't been said? I'll be watching for you on the first episode of Hell's Kitchen. Hell's Twitching. Can you imagine that text? 3 of us actually doing a cooking show. 2 of them in New York, me in England. How the fuck do I give him the meat that I've just cut? There's your steak, you cook it, and then it flashes to him with a frying pan. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? That would be so good. I went like that. No, I'll show you. Hang on. Let me get back to this one. There we go. So I go to like that with a piece of steak. A piece of steak in my hand. I pass it over to Shatner. Oh shit, Shatner. He takes it off my hand. I come back with nothing on my hand.
I think we could do this.
And then it cuts to him with the steak in the frying pan.
I think we could pull this off.
And then, once he's cooked it and Popz has made it look fancy by putting a bit of micro fucking shit on top, you know, like green stuff. Oh, vegetables, I think they're called. Salad.
Greens.
And then I could do that and then come back with a fucking plate. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? That'd be cool. Listen, right, these shows that we're doing, sometimes it will be myself and Popz and Shatner, just chewing the cud, passing the time, answering questions that come up. And it doesn't matter what the question is. It doesn't matter how irrelevant you feel that the question is. All right, every question is relevant. It's us getting to know you, as Popz said, and you getting to know us and seeing what kind of people we are, what kind of people you are. It isn't a platform as such. It isn't anything other than what you're seeing. All right, we're on here to have a bit of fun with it. We want to laugh. If we've got a serious interview coming up, we will tell you that it's a serious interview. And if you've got questions on a serious note, then, you know. But the biggest part of these shows is the banter. If you're not there, we have no one to banter with except ourselves, which can be quite entertaining. But the input from yourselves is just as important as the input from our guests. So please, if you've enjoyed it, please come back. All right, and we will continue this as long as physically possible. Really, you know, we're not going to change anything up. We're not going to do anything that's earth-shatteringly new. You know, we're just going to have fun, bit of banter with you, and you with us, and we love you for being here with us. You know, this is not just a platform for myself and Popz and Shatner just to show that we're here. Hello, how are you doing? We've already done that. You know, we've done that on different platforms. And I think at the end of the day, if we're helping people out, it's like little doll there, who I hope we've helped. And if it's helped her to rethink just a tiny little bit of what she's doing, then that's all for the good, isn't it? I think so. It is, like I say, it's 1:45 in the morning. In 2 hours' time, I'll have been up 24 hours. So I'd just like to say thank you very much for Shatner, for everything that he's doing. I mean, the guy hasn't had the best of months. We've not seen him streaming, and he's made time to come and do this with us, to do the interviews and to come in and he does my directing and me producing. So I think it's special. So thank you so much, Shatner, for that. I really do appreciate you, my friend. I'd like to thank you lot for coming in. Without you, we wouldn't have a show. Okay, the show is brilliant fun for us. We really do enjoy doing it. We've had some fantastic interviews, and we've had some fantastic times in doing it as well. I think it is now time for us to pack it in. I'm not too sure what. You know, if you don't mind, what I'm going to do is I'm going to raid out, and I'm going to raid out to Sweaty Smetty. All right, the guy is a brilliant supporter. He's playing a bit of Warzone. I know that everybody knows that. Pivman, thank you so much for coming in. If anybody does want to see the show that we've done tonight, it will be uploaded to YouTube in the next few days. Give me time to edit it and whatever, and we'll cut it down and do it from Popz coming in. All right. So yeah, we'll do a Sweaty Metty. He is playing Warzone. If I can do this. Oh shit, the microphone's in my face. If I do this, and I need a new raid. I need a new raid listing. Excuse me, I do apologise. So yeah, we'll give Sweaty a bit of support. The guy he comes into every chat that I do, every stream that I do. Like I said, ladies and gents, if you have enjoyed it, thank you so much. If you haven't enjoyed it, fuck off. Simple, isn't it, really? Seriously, it's been a pleasure. Again, thank you so much indeed. Much love to you all. We shall see you soon. You take it easy. Bye for now.